Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to a new video. I have not sat down and did a talking video in so long. I'm actually kind of nervous. I used to make these all the time, but today's topic we're going to be discussing is how to level up, leveling up, my glow up, whatever it is you want to call it. We're going to be talking about that today. So if you've been here for a while, you've heard me talk about my journey to becoming myself very often. I told you guys how I changed myself and I changed my life in order to be a better person. I always talk about that, but today I wanted to talk about leveling up because I've been getting so many messages, very sweet ones, saying how you guys have noticed that I've been glowing lately. I look so happy, I look so at peace, glow up, leveling up, whatever. And you guys are so sweet for that, by the way. It always makes me feel so happy. It makes me feel like the hard work that I've done on myself is really starting to show, and that's always exciting. Not that I need validation or anything, but it's always nice to be recognized, you know? So today we're gonna be talking about leveling up, and I'm gonna talk about the tips that I took in order to get here. And you know, you guys are my sisters, so I like to come on here and share the knowledge with you all. So yeah, we're gonna jump right in. So the first thing I did in order to level up, as I like to call it, is to do a little makeover. And whenever I do a femininity video or how to look expensive video, I kind of feel bad saying oh, well, you need to do a makeover, you need to change, because I don't want you guys to think you have to change yourself for anything. You are already perfect, but I want you to know sometimes in order to elevate and grow, you kind of have to change some things about yourself. For me, I personally had a bad attitude. I was not very approachable, and I could have used a little fine tuning, okay? Not saying that I was chaka before, but I could use a little brush up and fix up, you know? So what I did was I started to fix my wardrobe and just trying to find things that were better suited for me. I stopped with the trends, I stopped with the hot gal thing, and I did stuff that was just more comfortable to me. One of those things are to just invest in quality items. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and spend your money on designer or anything else that's out of your budget. Definitely try to find things within your budget that looks better and just fits your body a lot nicer. And also with my makeup application, I just stuck with a more natural everyday look, which just makes me seem a lot more, I like to call it the model off duty look, where it's not too much and it's just very simple and it just looks nicer in my opinion. So that's what I did. And not only did I do a makeover on my makeup and my clothes, I make over the attitude as well. I will say, growing up, I just feel like maybe I wasn't socialized properly, or it could be a number of things, but I was very mean, okay? I had an attitude, you know, just attitude, okay? And I was not very approachable. So I really tried to soften my whole approach at people. Octavia, not everybody's out to get you, just relax. Relax. And I know people hate when I say smile more, and trust me, I hate when people tell me to smile too, but there's really a science behind just smiling. It makes you look so much more approachable and just nicer. Even if you're nervous, just smile, because it just makes the other person who's approaching you just feel a lot more comfortable. Also, take that advice carefully, because sometimes, you know, when you smile too much, certain people just try to test your patience, you know? So yeah, just overall, just try to soften your appearance, which makes you look way more approachable. Next up, we're gonna touch on mindset. Now, this is probably a game changer for me, because I was definitely a pessimist. I was definitely a negative thinker, and I still struggle with that to this day, but I'm more aware of it now, and I really actively try to change it about myself, because I can be very pessimistic. I always just victimize myself. I always just feel down about myself. I'm always just feeling very bad about things that have to do with me, and that really just affects how you are to other people. And you know what they say, misery loves company, so that's really true. And honestly, I felt like that way of thinking was just such a, it's like a disease and it just grows into other things. So I really want you to focus on changing your thinking. I want you to have a more positive outlook on life, because once you do that, a lot of problems just go away. And I usually watch videos on this topic and I'm always like, okay, positive thinking, manifestation, potato, whatever. But there is literally a truth or something behind that. Just try to change your outlook on life, your outlook on a lot of things, and just watch things just happen. Because you know what, your mind really is a powerful tool. The words you speak to yourself, the words you speak to others, and the things you tell yourself in your head. Just pay close attention to those things and switch them over to positive things. So number 3, the next thing I did was, on my social media page, the people who I follow are literally people who I admire. People with similar mindset as mine, or mindsets that I'm really trying to adopt, I follow them. People who aren't aligned with, let's say, my future self, the person I want to be, I'm not following them. So I'm really controlling the things that I'm looking at, I'm listening to, people who are around me. I'm really more conscious about that. So people who are just very negative, people who just speak very poorly about themselves, just stuff like that, I just can't be around that right now. I like to treat myself as if I'm a person in recovery, and I'm in recovery from just being a very negative person in life. So I can't really be around very negative people. I need to be around people who are just positive, they have a great outlook on life, people who carry themselves a certain way, people who speak a certain way, people who act a certain way. I'm very intentional about that these days, and I promise you, try to do that as well. I always tell you guys, frequently clean house. Because sometimes the people around you are who are really affecting the person who you are. So just be very careful about the people who are in your, in your circle, and people who really affect your energy. Definitely look out for that. And you guys know I'm the queen of cleaning house. If it's not serving me, please exit the stage. Thank you. The next tip I have for you guys is to focus on your mental health. Just make sure that you check in with yourself regularly. You're setting boundaries in your life. You're really just understanding that you are important, you sometimes come first, and just take care of you. And the mental health thing is something that I take very seriously. You guys know I'm very open about the fact that I do go to therapy, and I've been in therapy for a very long time, and I've been consistently going, even though I haven't gone in a long time, because I've just been feeling very good. But now and again I do check in, and just to kind of just, digest certain things that happen. And so I'm very just aware of my mental health, and I'm very conscious, and I really just take steps every single day to make sure that mentally I'm okay. Because when I'm mentally off, everything, like the boat will sink. Okay, the boat will sink. So I need to just make sure that my mind is right at all times. So the next tip I have for you guys is self-care. Now I know self-care can be an excuse to some people to just overindulge and just spoil themselves excessively. I know that's what self-care has become now, but I'm gonna take it back to the old school, okay? Old school Octavia self-care days, where I want you to take care of you and really just do things that make you feel good. And I also want to focus on the appearance thing. I don't know about you guys, but if my nails aren't done, my feet isn't done, my hair isn't done, whatever, I just do not feel good, okay? So I spare no expense when it comes to my appearance. Whatever it is that I need to do to feel my best or look my best, I'm going to do it. Getting my nails done every 2 weeks. My nails have to be nicely manicured and just prim and proper, and my feet have to be done. Like, I cannot not have my feet done. It really just irks my nerve. I really like to just look good and look clean and look fresh and just look so I really want you to just focus on like your appearance. Just fix up yourself, okay? brush up your hair. I don't care if your hair is natural, your hair is whatever your hair is, just try to just perfect your appearance and look good. And I promise you, I've said this before, people just treat you differently when your appearance is just really, really nice. And I'm not saying to go out there and do no extra things, just simple hygiene stuff. You know, you smell good, your skin is moisturized, your nails are nicely manicured, your feet is nicely pedicured. Just those simple things, you know, put some chapstick on, edges are nicely brushed, just to look presentable. That's such a huge thing. And even growing up in my culture, I'm from Jamaica, as you guys know. Growing up, I always say this, if I was to be outside in public and I look chaka-chaka, I'm probably gonna get in trouble because I was never supposed to go outside without clean clothes on, moisturized skin, and neatly brushed hair. So that has stuck with me even today in my adulthood. So as a female, I want you guys to know the importance of just fixing up your appearance and just look presentable. That's such a great thing, and it just speaks volume. And if you practice that every single day, I promise you, you're just gonna do this. You're never gonna go this way. It's always gonna be up, okay? So the next point I have for you is what I'm going to end on, and that is to focus on yourself. Stop worrying about the thoughts and the opinion of others. This has probably been the one toxic thing in my life where I'm just always worried about someone and something or what people would say. I've always just been so worried about that, and coming on YouTube and coming on social media even took it to a different level because people are always gonna have something to say. So learning how to tune that out and understand that I need to trust myself. I need to trust my own opinion. I have to trust myself and just not be worried, and I have to know who I am, because if you don't know who you are, people will try to tell you who you are, and that's not healthy. Because imagine being a person on a platform like this, like my videos and stuff get viewed by thousands of people daily. Imagine if 5 people every single day throw an opinion at me. Imagine what that does to you if you're not sure. It really just has you like dragging from every direction. Like, just focus on you, you guys. I promise you, nothing bad ever happens when you focus on you. So I'm going to end the video on this note. I will list my tips in my description box for you to check out in case you want to just see what each topic is about. And I'm also going to leave some book recommendations for you guys to check out on books that I personally read that has really helped me along on my journey. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!